Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here, and bit of a weekend market recap on what's going on right now with the markets. I am definitely seeing what's going on right now in the markets. We're getting a bit of a hot action still right now. And obviously silver and gold are starting to break out right now, which I've always said that I've always thought that it was going to break to the upside, especially silver there. So, but let's get into the Dow Jones and what I'm seeing through here. So if I zoom in really close through here on the Dow Jones, we can see something through here, okay? Now, what can we see through here? We can see how this is still creating this rounding top formation. And now we had this drop down through here. And now we've actually had this very slight upward move through here right now. I don't buy these last couple of days. Don't be, not yet anyway. Now obviously anything can change, but not yet anyway. Don't be thinking that the market's probably likely to bounce and continue rallying up. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was a betting man, I would say this is probably likely to roll over next week and we're likely to head down. Head down to around about here somewhere, around about the 21, I'd say about probably that 21,000 level there. Now the reason why I'm saying that is not because I'm guessing, is because I'm looking at the markets, right? So let me show you what I mean here. If I bring up this hourly chart, look what we have here on this hourly chart, okay? You can see how there's a bit of a massive head and shoulder formation. But if we look at this hourly chart through here, what do we have? The market runs up, okay? So we have this form of higher low through here, and this is a bit of a high through here. Then the market runs up, makes another higher high through here. Then it has a higher low, right? So remember, in a bull market, we have high lows and higher highs. And then in a bear market, we have lower lows and lower highs, okay? So now look what happened. The market ran down, it came up, it failed to get to this level through here. As you can see, it failed through here, didn't it? Which created what? A lower high. And then it broke past this level right now, which also could be a form of support or resistance. But also you can see we've got this resistance line through here. So now we've actually created a lower high and a lower low. So there's a very high probability chance right now that this could be forming some form of lower high through here. And we start to see this through here, and then we start to see it head back down towards this level through here. Plus also there's a big massive gap through here that we're seeing on the Dow Jones. So right now as I speak, the market could just be rallying up to the greatest fall to get people long again, saying, you know what, this little drop we had a couple of days ago, it's all good to go, and away we go. Now obviously anything can happen here, traders. We haven't created the lower high yet, so we could just keep doing this through here and then break through up. But if we start to roll over next week into this lower high through here, which I do think we're going to, just based on seeing this overall topping action for a while, and then we're starting to see a trend change through here, I do see we're probably likely to start to see that. Now on the S&P 500, it's got something different going on. This is the hourly chart, remember? But remember, on the S&P 500, it's got something slightly different, but very similar. What do I mean through that? What do I mean about that? Well, firstly, you can see what? You can see how we've actually got a very nice upward channel through here. Okay, very nice upward channel through here. And we had this resistance level through here. Notice how we're squeezing up into this sort of triangle pattern here on this hourly chart. And now look what happened. We broke down. Now, what does that mean? Okay. Now, when looking at these markets, I like to look at the major highs and the major lows. So if I look at it from an ocean perspective, right? So we have a move up through here. Okay. A move up, we have a move down, we have a move up, we have a move down, we have a move up, we have a move down, we have a move up. Okay. So actually, you know what? Let me just do this through here, right? So, okay, so we have probably a wave up, a wave down, a wave up, a wave down, a wave up, a wave down, and then probably a wave up through there, wave down, wave up, sort of the major highs, major lows, you know what I mean? So if you're looking at the major highs, the major lows before they start to swing. Anyway, in any event, What we can see through here right now is what? We've got a sort of a higher low through here compared to like this major low through here. This is a higher low. Then it ran up. This was a high. And it came up, made a higher high. Then it came down and made a higher low. Came up and made an equal high, double top. Then it broke down to made a lower low. Very interesting, breaking out of this channel through here. So whenever you see a triangle pattern like that, let's move to the side of that. But let's move the highs and lows to the side for a minute, and let's look at triangle patterns. Whenever you see a triangle pattern like this, it's either likely to do two things, right? We're likely to do this and then break up and then probably go for a nice run, or we break down and we're probably likely to go for a nice run. This even happened with oil a while ago as well too. Actually, this was the very similar pattern that actually happened with oil. So when it broke that $40 to $30 level for memory, that actually said the projection of that triangle pattern actually said a $10 oil, and it got there within a few months. Anyway, so right now we can see not only do we get a breakout of this triangle pattern, but now we're getting a rally back to the upside. So we're getting a rally back to the upside, and remember, the market is always giving us a sign, right? So this breaking of this low through here, okay, this breaking of this low through here, it created a lower low. That doesn't happen by accident, right? The market's always telling us a story. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but if we start to see this thing roll over through here and it starts to create a lower high, then we're probably likely to head back down towards at least the 2600 level. And if not even more, we have a big massive gap down through here on the S&P 500 that if we do start to roll over, we're probably likely to come and fill through there. You will notice that most of the gaps do get filled on the S&P 500, right? So we had a little gap here, filled through there. Little gap here, then a little gap here, and then a little gap here, and a little gap here. You can see how, and a little gap here. This move up through here basically closed all those gaps all through there. Little gap here, not much going on there. Little gap there, little gap there, little gap there. You can see how this gap, this market here came down and filled that gap through there. Little gap here, market filled through there. So we've got a bit of a gap down the bottom here, right? So are we likely to come down through there? I'm not saying every single gap is going to get filled. That's not the case. But by looking at this here, right? And if I bring up this chart through here on my daily chart and zoom in, look what we're seeing through here. Notice how, look at this here. Resistance, breaking out, and now we're below this level through here. So I would not be too surprised if we started to see this next week and we had a bit of a down week next week coming into here. And then the big old Donald Trump's going to freak out again. Oh my goodness, all the big guys are against the stock market. I can't believe that. No. If you ever think that the elites really push these markets around, no, right? Now they may for a short term, right? Like maybe for the little movement, yeah. But you think over the month they keep pushing this market around? No, right? Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett, Paul Tudor Jones, all their money that they have couldn't push this market around long term with all the funds they have, right? So the whole thing is that if someone comes out there like Donald Trump and he's having a go at the big guys out there who have a lot of money, have access to these markets, and now against these markets, it's the collective wisdom of the markets, right? It's trillions of dollars, not just a little bit. Now, yes, guys, with the amount of funds that people have, yes, you can push the market around. You can push the market around a little bit on a short-term basis, but the overall thing is the collective wisdom of the market is much bigger than any other person out there. Our job is just to continue reading it like we're doing right now, and for it to see what it's doing through there. So I hope you can see that that's what I'm seeing through there on the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. The Nasdaq is doing something very similar, but not the same. If I squeeze my chart up through here, actually let me go get this chart here. We're still creating higher lows on this Nasdaq chart. Okay, so if I look at this here, we have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and higher low. The question is this going to be some form of a lower high here? So the Nasdaq is in a different world to the other indices right now. We're not getting a lot of bearish activity yet, so there's not a lot of good probability here of this rolling over. It may not, but when it comes to the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, we've already broken the lower low. In the Dow Jones, we already had a lower high, then it made a lower low. So right now we're in a downward phase, right? This is a downward trend. What's a downward trend? Lower highs, lower lows. What's an upward trend? Higher lows, higher highs. What do we have here? We have a lower low, a lower high, breaking through a lower low. This could just be like that, and before it rolls over again. So I wouldn't be too surprised to actually see that happening next week through there. And just a quick look at the silver and gold markets through here. Let's go back to these daily charts. Right, gold is slightly breaking up, but it's nothing that I'm getting too excited about. Let me actually bring this back to a candlestick chart. Nothing really I'm getting too excited about. It's probably likely to continue up from here, guys, but not really anything strong through there. But if I look at silver, silver's really starting to break up and out. We're really starting to get some really nice moves when it comes to silver here. So I see silver now, once we've broken out of this, which we're doing right now, I see silver back up towards the $18.50 level right now. I think that's where it's likely to get to. And if you've been following me now for the last few months, you know I've always said that I believe that this low here is going to be the final low for many years to come. And we have just started a bull market right now. Now, a bull market does this, right? We might go for a run, and then it does nothing for a month or two, and then it goes for a run. We might go for a run for 3 or 4 months, and then pull back for 3 or 4 or 5 months, and then go for another big run, right? That's a bull market, guys. A bull market is not up, 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 up. Oh, it's going to keep going. Up, up, up. Buy. Oh, damn it. I got stopped out. Oh, the market's rigged. No. Right? The market needs a breather. It's had a bit of a breathing now. We're breaking out. Very high probability we're now likely to get to that $18, probably the $18, $15 level there. Maybe not straight away. There's a bit of resistance through here where we are right now. But after all this time and now breaking out, very high probability we're likely to get there. I always believe we were likely to break out of this level due to the fact that this is probably one final low in the markets. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys, on the overall market.
Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Go the Markets by the Board trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training that goes for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go to that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.